I'm definitely not a scholar with a certainty of all things, nor hypnotized by an educated view without the conviction it can bring. With a pineal gland uncalcified, can read between the lines. Tavistock and other think tanks, busy all the time. The written word, the spoken word, positionally created, known and used through history, confused with circumstances faded. The institutes and think tanks and agencies for which we're taxed have an underlying agenda, obfuscating certain facts. Your survey serves a threefold purpose, let me break it down for you. First, support more division, bring skin tone to collision. Second, measure where we stand, calculate your next command. Open hands for money, testing public's living pulse. Responding to a survey, I see through your false results. Yours, like so many others, a foundation through and through. Research might discover propagating points of view while directing actions undercover, documenting storylines, appealing to the masses, careful not to cross the lines. Don't overstep religious backdrops or point out money classes while you preach the Constitution that was originally produced. Leave out the act of one, they say the one, and the change is introduced. While you broadcast CRT, a question comes to mind, part and parcel of the Zionist attempting chaos by design. Your survey serves a threefold purpose, let me break it down for you. First, support more division, bring skin tone to collision. Second, measure where we stand, calculate your next command. Open hands for money, testing public's living polls. Responding to a survey, I see through your false results. That's for the weak of mind, the strategy on the board. Push and plant division is fostering hatred and discord. The second obvious purpose, to measure where the public stands, calculating steps beyond where the bigotry and anger lands. Perhaps a Tavistock puppet covered outside a revelation, obtaining and feeding mayhem, obfuscation of dedication. Open hands for money, reflecting value in accord, testing the living pulse by virtue of support the public affords. How about highlighting government that's carefully ensconced? Their fingers of control provide for self-protection, reaching out to Wall Street with no oversight detection. Privy to information through lobbyists informed, then utilization of stature to create the perfect storm. By virtue of their position, put icing on their cake, while the public's on the treadmill, paying for their mistakes. Term limits comes to mind, which doesn't get addressed, with a go-along agenda is all they need possess. The USA, an experiment from when it first began. King James protecting believers in his opposing religious plan. Were those behind the Constitution sincere in their belief, protecting self and freedom of speech, or just an effort toward relief? Free speech sounds exciting, a way to clear the mind, yet helps identify opposition to be taken out in time. Your survey serves a threefold purpose, now you know I see right through. First, support more division, bring skin tone to collision. Second, measure where we stand, calculate your next command. Open hands for money, testing public's living pulse. Responding to a survey, keep your manipulation false. Hillsdale sent out 2 surveys, attempting to get the temperature. Were they working with another organization to see if our area's a hot spot to focus pressure? With all the stuff that goes on beneath the surface, it's difficult to trust. Of course they ended the whole thing with a request for money, as they must. Think tanks, foundation surveys, intent. MKultra language positioning, groupthink cement. But a pineal gland uncalcified can read between the lines. I'm responding to your survey, and I'm called